Good morning. This is John. I'm here today to finish up a week of talking about the various gifts of the Spirit. We've talked about a number of them, some of them rather mundane, like if administration, do it wisely, some of them rather miraculous, like if healing, then heal. And today we want to finish up this little week with another couple of gifts and some instructions about using them. Comes from Romans chapter 12 and verses 9 to 13. And here's what it says. Don't just pretend to love others. Really love them. Hate what is wrong. Hold tightly to what is good. Love each other with genuine affection. And take delight in honoring each other. Never be lazy, but work hard and serve the Lord enthusiastically. Rejoice in our confident hope. Be patient in trouble. Keep on praying. When people are in need, be ready to help them. Always be eager to practice hospitality. The one thing that is so important when we talk about gifts that God's given to people is they're to be used. They're not just for my edification, they're not to make me look special. They are to be passed along to someone who needs the gift, whatever it is. And it also says here, as I mentioned earlier in the week, that we have to love each other as we utilize our gifts. Here it says, don't just pretend to love them, really love them. Now, I don't know about you, but I think it's it's really fairly easy to pretend. I've had people over my life in the church who would smile at me and shake my hand and say how much they appreciated me, but behind my back, they were doing everything but that. And and maybe you've experienced it. That's not love. I don't know what it is, but it's not love. And so Paul says here, in using our gifts, really love people. Now he says, hate what's wrong. And we're a little afraid, we mean Christians, those who have decided to walk with God, we're a little afraid to use the word hate because it sounds awful. But if hate means nothing more than just stay away from, that's a pretty good definition. Stay away from that which is wrong. Don't justify it. Just stay away from it. I've also found over the years that people will justify anything they do if that's what they want to do. Even people who've been in the church and evidently were strong Christians, they'll justify anything so that they can keep doing what they want to do. And Paul here says, stay away from it. Don't even get close to it. And then he goes on to say, love each other with genuine affection and take delight in honoring each other. A gift to honor somebody is really special. That means that you are willing to let them get all the glory. Yeah, they get it all, not you. Well, maybe they're overdoing it. Well, okay, so they're overdoing it. Let somebody else be in the limelight. Now, I do have to say that many Christians don't have a problem with trying to get in the front of the line. They have a problem thinking they're always supposed to be in the back of the line. And they call it humility. And that's not humility. Putting yourself down is not humility. Saying, well, I'd help out, but I'm not very good at it. That's not humility. That's putting yourself down. That's saying you are worthless. And God is saying you're not. So we're not talking about that. We're just talking about you don't have to get all the credit every time. So many times leaders want all the credit. I mean, Look at the political leaders we see today. Goodness sakes, you think they'd done everything under the sun, and it was all them. And there are even some who say, I'm the only one that can do whatever. That's just hogwash. But especially for Christians, says we're not to do that. He goes on to say, don't be lazy, work hard. I bet you've heard that before. Work is a gift. Hard work is a gift. And I know that people my age tend to think that people younger are lazy, and that they think the people lower than them are younger. And you know what? I bet you our parents thought we were lazy. Everybody looks at the next generation differently than they wanted to look at themselves. So just do work. Do what you're doing for God, whatever that is. And do it to the best of your ability and use it to help others. And then we get to the final part here, which is so important. He said, when God's people are in need, be ready to help them. Always be able and eager to practice hospitality. Help people in need. There's a tendency to think that they're in need because it's their fault. Recently, I read where a state legislator doesn't want to provide free lunches for children because he said, I've never met a hungry child in my state. Well, he probably hasn't. That's the sad part. He probably never has met such a person. A lot of folks go through life, they never met anybody who was needy. They didn't know a single person by name who was needy. But I can tell you, there are plenty of them out there. And we just bypass them. We're too busy. We we think more of ourselves than we should. They don't look like us. Maybe they don't smell like us. Maybe they don't talk like us. But they're still out there. And God wants us to have the gift of hospitality, to help take care of those in need. Every chance we get, with as much effort as we can muster. And when we do that, we embody the compassion and the grace and the love of God. You see, all of these gifts are given really for one purpose, to show others who God's like. And you get to be a part of that. So I hope you've thought about a few things during this week. I hope you'll look at yourself and say, what gifts do I have? And use them. And use them every day and every opportunity. Why? Well, because God gave them to you to bless others. And in doing so, you'll be blessed. Just trust me on that one and give it a try. Thanks for listening. If you have a need or a concern, let us know. We'll do everything we can as fast as we can to help meet your need. Have a great weekend, folks. I just hope it's a really special time for you. God bless you. I'll be back on Monday with another round of good ideas. Take care.